Hi children, this is 8th standard. Welcome back to the Unit 5 Electricity, second part of the lesson. In our previous video, we have learnt about the structure of an atom, presence of proton, neutron and electrons, and how the charge is formed in an atom. What is electric current or electricity, and the two types of charges, positive and negative charges, like and unlike charges, which are responsible for the flow of current. The presence of electrons can easily move from an atom, and the protons which are not moving. The protons carry positive charges and the electrons carry negative charges. In this aspect, the like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Then about the transfer of charges, the movement of electrons from one atom to another atom by three ways: transfer of charges by friction, conduction, touching and charged object, and induction without touching.
In this class we start with flow of charges. We can explain with the two sphere. These two metallic sphere. One of the metallic sphere has more electrons. So this is negatively charged. Another metallic sphere has less number of electrons, so this is positively charged. Now we are connecting these two metallic sphere with a metal wire. What will happen? This sphere has more number of electrons. Usually electrons has the capacity to move. So the electrons started move from this sphere to this one. This flow of charge, the excess electron moves towards the sphere till the electrons are equal in both the sphere. This flow of charge is known as electrical charge. This sphere, which has more number of electron, is said to be low potential rate. The sphere with more number of electrons has low potential value, and this sphere which has positively charged is said to be at high potential. So this flow of electrons or the electrical charge move from low potential to high potential. This is known as electric current. What is electric current? The movement of electrons from low potential area to high potential area. You understand this flow of charge? But before the invention of electrons, people thought that the electrons are not moving. This flow of charge is due to positive charge only. That kind of movement, the movement of current from high potential to low potential area, is known as conventional current. So what is electrical charge or electrical current? The movement of or flow of electrons from the low potential to high potential region. What is conventional current? The movements from high potential to low potential. The difference between these two potential. What is that? The difference between the two potential is known as potential difference. This potential difference is commonly known as voltage.
The presence of electric charge in a body can be detected by a scientific instrument called electroscope. So we will see what is an electroscope. In 1600, British physician William Gilbert invented the first electroscope. It is the first electrical instrument. It was called as versorium. The versorium was simply a metal needle allowed to pivot freely on a pedestal. Here the metal would be attracted to charged bodies brought near. There are two types of electroscopes, pith ball electroscope and gold leaf electroscope. An electroscope is made up of conducting material like metal. It works on the principle that like charges repel each other. In a simple electroscope, two metal sheets are hung in contact with each other. They are connected to a metal rod that extends upwards and ends in a knob at the end.
If you bring the charged object near the knob, the electrons will either move out of it or into it. This will result in charges accumulating on the metal leaves inside the electroscope. How is it? We will see. At first we bring the negative object near the top knob of the electroscope. What will happen? The negative charge get induced into the electroscope and it causes the free electrons in the electroscope to move down into the leaves. So both the leaves now become negatively charged and leaving the top knob of the electroscope positive charge. Understand? Since both the leaves have negative charge, what will happen? Both with the like charges? Yes. They repel each other and move apart. If suppose a positive charge is brought near the top knob of the electroscope, what will happen? The free electrons in the electroscope started to move towards the knob and this make the knobs become negative. Automatically this leaves the net positive charge in the leaves. Now what will happen? Both the leaves are in the positive charge. Again they both move apart. They repel each other. Now we will discuss about the structure and working of gold leaf electroscope. This is the structure of gold leaf electroscope. It is made up of a glass jar. See the glass jar? A vertical brass rod is inserted inside the glass jar. This is brass rod. Which is inserted inside the glass jar. So what is this? Glass jar. Okay. Then the top of the brass rod. The top of the brass rod has a horizontal brass rod or a knob. This is somewhat like disc. So brass knob or disc. Okay, a brass rod which is inserted through a stopper or cork inside the glass jar. This brass rod has a brass knob or disc in the horizontal position. What is at the end of the brass rod? Yes, these are the two gold leaf. Gold leaves. Usually gold or silver are used in electroscope because they are the best conductor of electric current. And finally, the gold leaves are suspended from the brass rod inside the jar, which is mounted on a tin foil. Which is placed above the wooden base. So this is the structure of gold leaf electroscope.
So in today's session we discussed the flow of charges and gold leaf electroscope. Now attend the homework and get your score. Thank you.